I'm the base manager and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Now my friends, today is spring cleaning day, my friends, cause it is time for us to start cleaning the map, cause things are looking mighty disgusting. Just look at this mess everywhere. Not blocks, but the debris and valuable stuff just spread all over the place. So yeah, I think that today we're gonna start organizing this a little bit better, but first, last episode I told you guys that we were gonna work over here on a encoder of sorts, because we're gonna need for the water over here, for the starboard and whatnot. The reason why we didn't build the super encoder is because, well, we now have the infinite encoder, which is far superior when it comes to these kinds of things. Because, you know, we are not just bound to 4 signals, we can have multiple. And that's just grandiose, fantastic, awesome, beautiful, all of those beautiful things. So yeah, that's what we are going to do over here, the infinite encoder, so that we have the automation for that thing. However, like I said, spring cleaning day, so yeah, guess what? We are going to have our spring clean... Oh, no, well, in this case, we're going to have our storage right here, so that... it can be easily sent into the other planet. Not only that, is close by to this one, so a rail from here to here is not the end of the world, my friends, you know, not that expensive. So yes. Oh, by the way, another thing, it's not a new mic. I just removed this fly swatter, you know. I don't need to kill any flies over here. So I went and I chose the condom. It's less intrusive and more of my face is showing, and because, you know, it's one of the things. I just want everybody to see how beautiful I am, and therefore I can't have something blocking me, right? Right. So yeah, now that that is out of the way, let's get into mining this thing over here, shall we? Now, my friends, when it comes to the infinite encoder, I understand that thing is a little bit complicated. So I made a tutorial video showing it off, you know, more of a showcase kind of thing. And given that some of you guys have requested it, later down this week, I'm gonna make a comprehensive video where we are just gonna delete everything. Okay, we're gonna start with a blank canvas, and I'm just gonna build that thing one tile at a time in front of you, and every single time we put something into the build, I'll do my best to explain the reason why that part needs to be there, and what is its function, and what is my rationale behind it. So yeah, later down the week. Right now it's still Monday, and week is busy and all of that, and therefore, you know, we'll have to wait a little bit. But for now, let's continue just mining this thing out, because we need a little bit of space, right? Right. Now, how will this thing work? Very similarly to what we have done in the past. We just need one of these bad boys over here. We need to make sure that it reaches the floor one tile below, right there, so that then we can come over here, deconstruct this one. I should have done this already, but whatever. Now let me just see. Perfect. We can now build. Could you please? Could you please? It's this one. Okay, this one over here. So now we are pretty much just gonna concentrate everything in this little tile over here. All the stuff that we have. We will emit a general sweeping command. We will do our best not to build anything, so that the dupes come over here and drop the stuff over here. Everything except the liquefables. The liquefables can just be dropped, like, over here, for example. Like, over there. Okay, you can melt in that pit, I don't care. But everything that is not liquefable or like a consumable ore will come over here. Then, from here, we will use these things, the conveyor loaders, to pretty much send as much stuff out of here as humanly possible. Okay, my friends, like, literally, we are gonna fill all of these with just these things everywhere. And yeah, we'll try to have as many rails as we possibly can, so that we can have as many objects being transported as we possibly can. Okay, so here's the thing. All sweep, liquefables, nope. Consumable ores, nope and nope. Everything else can come. And I think that's it. Well, we can remove the clothing as well. We kind of want to have the clothing inside of our base, not on the outside, and the critter's egg as well. Organics as well. We don't want anything that goes off, off gassing and whatnot. So all of these things. And the mud as well. We don't have mud over here, but yeah, let's not take the mud as well. From here, we want everything, and you know what, seeds, we can take everything. We copy these settings, we put it over there, we increase the priority to the maximum, for this sweeping command only, of course, then we'll reduce it, but then we just go like this, and we go like this. And let the dupes go crazy. Well, my dupes, I'll be observing you for the foreseeable future, because this is gonna take a while. Oh, and another thing, very important. I need to deconstruct all of these thingies over here, because I don't want the stuff to be dropped over here by accident. So, yeah, these go away, and any other of these things that I have built temporarily that I will find, like for example this one, can go away as well. Now, my friends, because we gave almost all the dupes the exosuit upgrade thingy, we also had to do the improve the carrying at least once, which means they are gonna do this job actually relatively quickly. I think, okay? We're still in the beginning of the cleanup effort, and as you can see, there is plenty of trash that needs to be removed, but I feel confident in my dupes. That they will be able to do this. Besides, while I wait for them to clean out the base, I can start thinking about on how am I going to automate certain resources utilizing this system over here, this like warehouse look small thingy. I don't know the name for this. Resource depot. Yeah, let's call it like that. Okay, my friends, first we're gonna test out a few things over here, okay? We're just gonna test the limit of the vision of the auto sweeper. Kinda want to see, with these things on... This is actually very convenient that the dupes build this first, because I just wanted to see, okay, we can't reach over there. How about over here? Over here we can, but we can't reach over there, which is mighty unfortunate, because you see... With this, we would be almost covered, because, I mean, we just want to monitor a few things, like metals, for example. Refined metals, to be more precise. The ones that we get from volcanoes. Because we want to automate the transportation from the other planet into this one. And so we would need, for example, copper, gold, iron, wolframite / tungsten, and in here we could put aluminum, cobalt, and in here, I don't know, thermium. I don't remember all of them, but yeah, with this we would be covered for all the metals, and that would be awesome. But no, it is not meant to be unless unless I make, one over here and another one over here, which is also a possibility, to be honest. You know what? I think that's what we are gonna have to do. Okay, so my idea here is to play with the priorities, shall we say. So, here's the thing, okay? Man, I don't know if this is gonna work the way I want it to. Because, for example, if I set this one to 8, this one to 7, this one to 6, in theory, the auto sweeper should pick up the stuff and put all of it in this one first, and then this one, because that's what the dupes do. The problem is, where is the auto sweeper going to remove the stuff out of when I request it? Because, given that this is metals, we just need one of these bad boys, for example, like, oh, come on, just fit somewhere. Like, for example, over here, right? Like, if any metal is required, we can just pull it from here into this line. Go send it into the forge, and in the forge, it will figure itself out. The thing is, will it remove from the 9 priority, or in this case from the I priority first, or from the low priority? Because things are dependent on it removing from the I priority. So I suppose we have to test it out, don't we? Let's test it out, and if it doesn't work, we'll find another solution. Wait a second. Oh my god, it happened again. How? How are these dupes? There is suits available. There is not a breakage in my beautiful base. Not one. So tell me, Frankie, How in God's name did you get in here without a suit? It is the second time this happens and I don't understand how. Get inside. Go. Get the hell out of here. Now, you know what? I just thought about this, but in order to help our dupes up, because yeah, they are gonna walk so much. It's gonna be ridiculous. Let's just build a couple of tiles over here, and how about we make like a small tube exit somewhere around these lines? I think the dupes will appreciate it. Walking is not exactly one of the dupes' favorite things to do in the world, I'm pretty certain. I don't think we can connect it like this. I mean, we can try, but I'm almost certain it's not gonna work. But well, please work, please work, please. It says no tube connected, but at the same time no wire. Please be just a wire. No. Yeah, saving and loading the game doesn't fix it. Damn it. Okay, I mean, we can deconstruct this. The dupes will still have access to that tile because they can jump, you know. Dupes are like rabbits, they can jump a lot. But still, this would look much better. Oh man, fine, whatever. That's fine, game. I don't care about having nice things. I mean, I'm not the one looking at it. Anyways, it's the dupes. Oh well, let's test this out, shall we? Over here, we are gonna go, let's say, what do we have over here? We have gold. Okay, we have gold. Can take care of the gold over there. So, let's say, you are to store gold, right? You and you as well, with your priorities and whatnots. So, refined metal, gold as well. So, I just made it 20, 10, 10. So, that's with just a little bit we can do the testing. So, over here, right, we have the, in theory, thingy that's gonna pick up the stuff and put it over here for sorting, right? So, let's say that we wanted a little bit of gold, right? The auto sweeper would pick it up, send it over there. Then the auto sweeper would put first in the one with the highest priority. Good, sir. That's what we like to see. And then in the other ones. Cool. Okay, stop right there. Stop. Okay, so now let's say that I wanted a little bit of gold. You picked up the one on the floor first, obviously. And then you pick up none? Oh yeah, because this one must have higher priority than that one. So first, it picks up from the one with highest priority. Then it picks up from the one... Oh, okay, so it's gonna work the way we want it. I think. Yeah. Because this one is the trigger, and these ones are the buffers. That's why they are not automated. So we want this thing, right, to kind of be the first one to be depleted, so that after this one is depleted, we still need to like set up the rocket mission, send the rocket needs to be loaded, and the rocket needs to come back, the rocket needs to be unloaded, and the resources need to come over here. So there is a lot of steps involved. Okay, I think that it makes sense for this one to be triggered first. That way we still have the buffer for when all of those things are happening. And, then this thing should come in back and be filled up first, because that way it, cancels the, signal. And if we have anything missing, we can fill it up with, natural recovery, because we are only going to automate resources from world volcanoes. We are not going to automate resources from... asteroid fields, because these ones have a limited amount of mass available to them. It takes a long time to recharge, and one mining rocket can service not all of them, but I would say that one can service 3 ore fields at least, and that must be done manually. No way we can change the mission automatically on that one, I think. So yeah, we can only automate, for example, water, obviously, aluminum, gold, copper. These ones over here don't count because there is no metals. But yeah, world resources only. But it's a start. Okay, so if this concept, at least for now, that I can see it's working the way I want, which is nice, that doesn't happen often, we can replicate this thing 2 more times over here. Okay, and that way, this one is a long-term storage. We don't need to pull resources from here. The dupes will come over here to collect the resources for building, because refined metals is the last stage of the resource. You can't refine it further. So, yeah. Okay, Otto is not gonna die. Yeah, so I don't think we need to automate... well... we need to automate, but we don't need to rail refined metals. However, we do need to rail normal ores and other resources that might be important, that need to be collected on other planets. Right now, I'm not thinking of... I can't really, like, come to mind anything. But, like, I don't know, isoresin, for example. You know, special resources also need to be stored up and automated. Which means we're gonna have a ginormous encoder for all of this. And that's, well, interesting to say the least. Okay, so now with this thing over here, even though it looks fugly as all hell, dupes will be able to travel much quicker and clean out the map a lot quicker as well, because we already have plenty of access points, you know, for the tube network, and so, you know, the dupes at least will make their lives a little bit easier. You know what, I'm not gonna take this from the game. It doesn't let me do what I want, that's fine, I'll do what I want. Anyway, game, I was not asking for your permission, by the way. I want to have that floor the way I thought about it, and that's what I'm gonna do. You know what, game? I must thank you. Because of you, I am now gonna build something far more useful. Instead of one, I'm just gonna build multiple ports, because this is a resource point, right? The dupes will want to travel a lot over here, so just one was not gonna cut it. So thank you, game, for not allowing me to do what I wanted to do, because now I'm gonna do something better. Okay, my friends, so this is a resource gathering episode, right? Organization, right? And that includes the water. Water, also a very important resource. So this tank over here is full. So what we did was a small bit of automation over here. Should the tank be full, it's gonna send a green signal into this memory, which is only going to be deactivated by the red signal for this one over here. This over here activates the thingies that should, you know, convert the polluted water into clean water, and also should the line from the main water tank be red, it's gonna send a, you know, that red signal is gonna send through a NOT gate a green signal into this AND gate, which allow the water to flow into our reserve tanks through a valve over here. However, should we receive a green signal, could we please get the automation? Should we receive a green signal from here, which shouldn't take long, this wire is gonna turn green, which in turn is gonna close this AND gate, closing this valve, opening up this one, because, you know, we should have priority in our main base for the water distribution. So yeah, very simple, and this way we'll keep the levels of the water in, you know, in check automatically. Now, on other news over here, we already have another wing of our warehouse built. For this one, I believe it's gonna be metal ores, you know. So we're gonna let me just make sure that the railing is correct. It is correct. So we're gonna go and put all the metal ores going into that direction, and then we just do the same priority thingies that we have over here. So yeah, like this takes a little bit of time to set up, so just give me a moment. There we go, beautiful. Gold, copper and iron. Right now we don't have a lot, but, well, I mean, we do have a lot. We do have a lot. It's just spread all over the place, you know. And there is also, you know, quite a large chunk of that stuff over here in storage as well, so it's one of those things. Eventually, as we go and sweep through this disgusting map, most of the stuff will end up over here. So up next, now that this is done, is I just want to clean this area up, and then we're gonna do our industrial ingredients thingy, for example, for the plastic and other industrial ingredients that we might need. Well, my friends, now we're gonna do probably the most expensive part of the build, railing 1,000,000,000 resources. Now, I was thinking, we could either do things two ways. We either have just one line going into the forge, and then we have a multitude of filters, which we don't even have available to us just yet. Unbelievable. But we could have a multitude of filters that will just, like, coal goes this way, sand goes that way, like, metals go that way. And, I mean, we could do that, but there is, for example, the sand line, the line that we need for making a glass. We also need that line to make, to filtrate things over here, so that line will actually be separated and will come over here as well. And then we're gonna separate and come over here as well, because we need sand over here, we need sand over here. We need sand in multiple places, so that is a line that is absolutely necessary. In fact, I think we are gonna make out this one over here. This one is going to be the sand line, yeah, like any line that is absolutely necessary is going to be extremely expensive on the metal side. So, my friends, if the rail sections are going to be expensive, that can only mean one thing. Mining rockets are bound to happen, and that means petroleum rockets, and that means petroleum, and that means a whole lot of infrastructure that we are gonna need. Luckily, we already have this pipe over here, which is the petroleum pipe. We just need to create valves and automation for it. Soon. I mean, there is so much that we need to do that it's like ridiculous. So, yeah. We need to bring this pipe all the way over here. Easier said than done. But well, we probably will just have to cut it through here and then over here. Yeah, petroleum needs to come over here. However, if that pipe comes from here, that means we need to redirect this all the way over there as well. Which is just not great. Because I don't even know... Oh, here it is. We need to connect to this pipe over here. But well, my friends, given that we have just cleaning efforts to do and a minimal build time with just a few automation bits here and there as we are optimizing the system, let's just refill the carbon dioxide rocket for what it's going to be its last mission. You know, Camille is just doing cleaning efforts, and her time would be better spent doing a little bit more exploration for us, shall we say. By the way, did we get... Oh, 8 points. Camille, are you doing research? Applied ion. We do have this. No. Oh, it's... we're missing red bolts, but we do have red bolts. Camille! What you doing, Camille? Beautiful. Research complete, which means we now can go over here and request the crew to come aboard. This thing has been fully resupplied. We can just, like, I don't know. Let's see, we have 6 tiles maximum. We are still refilling, right? So if we go over here, we should be able to see at least these two things. And then we are able to come back. Or we can just explore on this side. Yeah, let's do that, because we know that there are interesting things over here, so whenever we have a petroleum rocket, we can just full throttle come over here. However, for the, you know, for now, we can just go over there and see the stuff, you know, that there is to discover over there. Now, please stop, please stop. Thank you. Oh, Camille's already here. She's really excited. Let's go, Camille. Boom. Here we go. Beautiful. That's not... Oh my god, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. I wanted to see the launch, but no. Okay. Oh my god. I'm gonna murderize my dupes. They are gonna be murderized, my friends. Because they have been using this toilet inside of the rocket. Okay, Camille, let's go back. Okay, so for the petroleum, I think all the piping is done at least on this side, so let's get this done. We need to snip this one and this one. We just want to first transfer this petroleum. However, this means that we are gonna be out of plastic for a very long time, because I need to bring a pipe from here into here through the middle of all of this mess. It will be possible. although it's gonna be super messy. But yeah, we'll find a way. We'll find a way. Yeah, kind of wanted to transfer this, or I can just leave this one over here for, you know, for now, so that we have a little bit of petroleum, and we just go like this and this for the new petroleum, and we start filling it up right now with new petroleum. We go through here, jumps like this is becoming the biggest spaghetti of pipes in the history of Spaghetti Town. So yeah, things are gonna be a bit on the complicated, shall we say. In any case, this goes through all of these storages and then ends up in here. Once this thing is full, this is gonna be over pressurized, which means that the petroleum is gonna start backfilling all of these like liquid reservoirs, and that means we should have a nice reserve of the carbon hydrate fuel stuff, right? Alright. Camille is ready, because this thing is now ready. There is like no one ate anything from here. I think we can go. Right, Camille? Right? No one pooped in your toilet? You're gonna be the first one. So yeah, let's do what we were gonna do, which is... Oh man, now I don't have the fuel. Oh boy. It's gonna be the last time. It's gonna be the last time. It's gonna be the last time. Okay, I'm convinced of myself. It's gonna be the last time that I have to manually do anything. Okay, I miss my petroleum rocket so much. So much, you guys have no idea. Alright, here we go. Fully recharged. Capable of going over there and back. So let's go over there. Let's launch. Beautiful. The soda can rocket is going to space for hopefully the last time. There we go, a little bit messy, but that's fine. Now, this one is done. The one in the middle, I still don't know if we're gonna need it for anything, but hey, it's there for the future. Although the future is a little bit complicated, but details, right? The other line, it's gonna go through here, as we already know, then it's gonna take a turn over here in... Wait, what am I doing over here? Oh, it's not over there, dum-dum. It's over here. Yeah, whatever. It's gonna take a turn over there, it's gonna go through here and then over here. Now we still need to make the infinite encoder over here so that we can then code the valve in here or in here whenever we have space to, you know, open up and close whenever we need the stuff or not. But piping wise, I think I like what we have right now. Even though it's a bit messy, it is as organized as I can make it. Now, my friends, let me tell you, when it comes to power consumption, we are going a little bit crazy. Look at that. 7, 8, sometimes it can have spikes of 10 kilowatts of usage. So, yeah, like this thing is activating like every 2 seconds. Look at this. And again. And again. So, yeah, we're going through our supplies of natural gas very quickly. Well, my friends, I admit I was procrastinating a little bit on making this this one over here, but I shall procrastinate no longer. It is time to stop with that filthy habit and just get stuff done. So with a screenshot by my side, I'm gonna do my best to recreate the infinite encoder over here, which I think is gonna be very nice for us. And well, like I said, I think I'm gonna make a video close to the weekend, or on the weekend probably, where I just build one of these step by step with you guys, but for the sake of brevity on this episode over here, we'll just skip a bunch of steps. So here we go, let's start building this thing. Let's see if I can get this one done under like 1 hour or something like that. Well, 20 minutes, my friends, 20 minutes. I really like the infinite encoder. It's easy to set up, like, yeah, I like this one. I like this one a lot. Now, it's a bit confusing, I know, but it's one of those things. Okay, so, I mean, look at the side of this thing. We went a little bit over the available size, sure. But in comparison to this monstrosity over here, I think it's a little bit better. It's more organized, and you know, you can have more channels than this one. So, in the end, I think we are. This one is a positive, is a gain. Now, the only thing missing from here is the pulse thingy from the signal. So, for example, over here, one of the signals that we are gonna want, I think, because this one is for the water, we just put a pulse generator over here and we connect it over here to this thing. Now, another important part is we're gonna need to build a ceiling, because we're gonna break through the environment over there. So let's create one of these bad boys, just to prevent, you know, all of these gases from escaping super quickly and creating a massive vacuum in our base. See, this is why it is a good idea to have notifiers. I have an error over here and an error over here. So a signal was probably lost somehow over here on my super encoder. Let's see. Yeah, things were not... There is something wrong over here, that much I can tell you. Okay, so let's purge the system. Let's purge the system completely. Yep, everything is purged. And let's try this again at a slow speed. So, you turn green. This should activate eventually. There we go. Okay. Okay, I see what's happening. It's the game. It's the game going crazy. So, because it was at ×3, the code was not properly sent. Now everything over here was activated. And we are now sending the water that way into our thingy over here. Okay, so we are gonna try something a little bit different over here. Because in testing, this that just occur, lost inputs, would happen with the the gate bridged. But given that now we are having this problem, let's bridge the NOT gate and try it this way and see if we still have problems. Now, truth be told, my friends, if the frames continue to tank like this, I will soon be playing at medium speed. And at medium speed, I'm pretty certain we will not be facing any issues, because... yeah. But still, we are gonna try it this way. Alright, our dupes have been busy building this thing. As we can see, it's almost done, and Camille already came back. We used all the, pretty much we used all the supplies, right? Right, so let's clean this up. Let's see, 200 databanks, that's a beautiful number. Now, while I was waiting for this one, I already created the encoder over here for the petroleum, so that we, you know, only take what is really necessary. I don't want to have petroleum in the pipes. Yeah, we're gonna have these tanks over here do some automation for us. So pretty much the way this works is quite simple. This is our reserve, this is the control, shall we say. So whenever this one gets emptied out, it sends a green signal into this thingy over here. This is gonna send a pulse, and if the wire remains green after 200 seconds, is gonna send another pulse. That's why we have this buffer over here. However, right, if everything goes correctly, after 200 seconds, this thing should be red, because, you know, petroleum will be coming over here. Now, we just need to wait until all of this gets filled up. Whenever this one gets filled up, it sends a red signal, which in turn gets turned into another green signal. This green signal goes through a pulse generator, which activates this thing, so that it only activates once, right? We don't want this thing to... this wire to remain green, otherwise we would send another pulse in 200 seconds, so a single pulse is all that it takes to pretty much turn off on the other side, because this decoder over here, if I can find it, it's going to be one of those that with the same code it turns on and off, similar to this one over here. Now, I gotta be honest, I think we're gonna be a little bit of short on... I mean, maybe not. If I don't build any... let's see it. Let's see it. We need enough space for 7 steam turbines plus 1 more turbine of space. Okay, so if we build 7 turbines... over here. Let's go 1, 2... Oh man, really I'll have to juggle this? Okay. Okay, it's easier this way. 1 turbine is 5 tiles, right? So 7 turbines... It's 45, plus another one of space... 50 tiles. You see? You see? 50 tiles. We have this neutronium over here, so 50 tiles would be around here, plus a couple extra for... yeah. You. This is gonna be the limit, because our nuclear power plant is gonna require all of this space. So, yeah, we're starting getting strapped for space over here. That's not good. That's not good. Alright, my friends, so, we still need to wait for the decoder to be built, but we can start the self-powered perpetual automation machine over here. You see, right now everything is off. We need to give it a little bit of a kick, right, like every self-powered perpetual machine. In this case, the kick is like this. We go like this, we activate it once, and now, let me just double check, everything should be to 5 seconds. So now we disconnected this so that there is no false inputs. And voila, here we go. Now every channel's gonna be open for 5 seconds. And that should be all that it takes, because in those 5 seconds all we need is a little bit of a pulse to activate this memory, and from there on out everything is activated. So yeah. Okie dokie, my friends, I think we are done over here when it comes to the automation part. I think all the pins have been correctly assigned, all the timers are correctly set up, but there is always one, don't worry. Don't worry, there is always one. Now, over here we need to set this one to 2. This thing is not going to work super well for the first time because it's at 0, it should be at 1, but we can kinda, you know, mitigate that by coming over here and activating it with one of these. So perhaps I think I'm gonna do just that, so that we don't have any weird stuff happening. There we go, see, the dupes will do it relatively quickly and everything. Come on, my dupes, don't disappoint me. See, there we go. Beautiful, so now it's at 1. We can deconstruct everything, bam, 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 reconnect that, beautiful. So, code for this one, because, you know, the base has the code 5 attribute to it. So over here we're gonna have the code 6. The very first thing we are gonna automate is the fuel thingy, because we need fuel over here, and we are gonna need fuel for quite some time. So, code, let's say 62, you know what, that sounds like a good number. No, 63 to start with, okay, 63, and that means we need to set up over here as well, 63, right, over here, 63. Now, for the first time, I just wanted to do this one at ×1, so that if anything goes wrong, I can see it happening and kinda diagnose it right as we go along, but then we're gonna test this at ×3 with the NOT gate bridged over here, right? So we are at ×1. This is sending a green signal. Well, it's gonna send a green signal in a few seconds. Perfect. Look at this. The timing is just awesome. There we go. There we go. So now we need to wait for this to cycle over here. And this should activate this one, 63. Let me just double check down here if everything is correctly set. Yep, because if you write something you need to press enter, otherwise the game doesn't recognize it. And I forget a bunch of the time. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go, beautiful. Bam, 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 bam. Counting starts. Signal was sent. But something is not right over here. Oh, because I'm a dum-dum. I always do this, my friends. I always do this. This is the biggest mistake I always do. This is not an OR gate, that's an AND gate. We are cutting the code short. That doesn't wonder why this thing is not working. Of course, I have the wrong thing over here. Duh. Okay, so let's take a look on the other side, because we know that we are writing into the thingy. We didn't write. The line 3 was active for a little bit, but we didn't write? Huh? What? Ah. Okay, okay, everything is explained. Okay, well, I think it's the 5th time now. Let's try this again. It's activated. I'll go back to 200 seconds. We have to wait for this thing to cycle. And there we go. Oh, beautiful. You see, everything activated beautifully. And now on this side, we do have a green signal. Or in this case, a red signal. Yeah. Because this thing is 2, so it's resetting everything. So we need to activate everything again. So let's do it at times 3, shall we? Please don't freak out. Well, this time it didn't freak out. Beautiful. And on the other side, do we have a beautiful green? We do have a beautiful green. Perfect. So now that means this thing is powered and you are not transversing the fuel. Why? Because the pipe is blocked, most likely. We'll go through here. It's blocked in there. And I think that's pretty much it. Perfect. So now, because the petroleum will be coming, but, you know, everything is super full, you know, we're just gonna snap this line over here to prevent it from continuously sending green signals, because this is gonna take a little bit of time to be filled up. But hey, it is automated via the... Oh man, we did send another signal? By mistake? Probably, but well, doesn't really matter. If need be, we'll reactivate it. No, we did not. Okay, so, cool. With that in mind, the fuel is now flowing, and now we just need to accumulate over here. We are gonna do the same for the water. Over here, we still don't have a decoder for the water. We'll probably have like a water rail over here with several thingies, valves. And from there we take the pipe that goes all the way over here. So we also need to automate that, but that should be relatively quick because, you know, it's already automated. We just need to build a decoder and the infrastructure itself to distribute the water. It seems to be the issue now. Why are you not flowing? Oh my god, base manager, you really do these kinds of things very often, don't you? Oh my god, my friends. I hate myself so much sometimes, okay? All of these mental gymnastics so that we can get some decent rockets going, and look at that, it's gonna cost us steel. Of course it's gonna cost us steel. So let's make a bunch of those steel ingots. Let's say, yeah, 1 ton of steel should be more than enough. So that we can start making decent rockets for both exploration and mining purposes. Okay, so because we all know that the water thing is gonna be required, once again, stop procrastinating, base manager, just build the thing, right? Decoder over here for the water for this thing. We can make multiple decoders for multiple valves in the future, although probably not gonna be super easy accessing them, but that's a problem for future me, not present me. So in any case, this thing should also be built relatively soon, and we'll be able to test it, because we need to send, you know, the green signal to use as a confirmation that this thing is full, because right now it is full. Yeah, so we just need to shut off the valve. So yeah, we can test this thing out multiple times if need be. So let's see, this one is what, 64? Let's make this one 65? You know what, why not? Okay, so I think we are done over here, right? So 64, correct. So over here, let's just go and activate this. Oh my god, why? It's fine, it's fine. I'll just connect it over here. Okay. it went straight into the one, so we can now deconstruct this, and in fact, even just deconstruct the automation wire as well. Cool, so code is set up, it is 65, pins are connected, they are, all timers have been set, they have not, typical, over here 5 seconds, 0 0.2, 0 0.5, perfect. So now we just need to go over here and test it out. We want to connect to this one over here, and we want this one to be 65. It is 65, so after that we need to come over here and we need to find a way to send the green signal from here so that we deactivate to replicate this one over here. Or what we can do is just reconnect this, then we reconnect it again. Sends a pulse, it is in memory, and so it should send a signal pretty soon. There we go, 65, bam. But it did not went super great. No, got stuck at 51. We have a coding problem. Probably over here. One of these timers is incorrect. Well, it's counting backwards. Okay, that, you know, is a base manager problem, not a game problem. Not a coding problem, not even a wiring problem. It's a brain problem. God damn it, let's try this again, shall we? Okay, here we go. It's gonna start counting. Let's go at ×3. See if... Perfect. Okay, so, yep. It was a base manager problem. Everything is working fine. Everything is just perfect. I just coded things incorrectly. Very well. So now, this thing is shut off. We are gonna snip the line right there. We're gonna let this water evacuate, and then we'll reconnect over here, and then over there. Okay, this is a problem over here. We have a severe problem. Okay. First, I forgot to automate this chamber, which is great, always. And second, how should I put it? If we don't burn this hydrogen immediately, very bad things are going to happen. Okay, there we go. For now, this is gonna have to be done somewhat manually. Not really, this is the only automation that I have, but that means we're gonna burn everything that we have inside of these tanks, which is less than ideal. I should have left like 2 wires coming from these tanks, but I forgot. Oh well, it is what it is. Alright, so now that we have figured out the issue over here, we just need to burn a bunch of hydrogen, and I'll have to do it manually, at least for now. I'll find a solution in the future. I'll probably just build a liquid lock of some sorts and find a way to not have any gases going in there, and then I'll fix it. Somehow, don't know how, but somehow, don't worry. Other than that... Yeah, we already have the petroleum coming on me over here, which is nice. This is almost full, so it should stop anytime soon. This is also automated, which is great. We have 4 additional channels for future signals that we might want to put into the CAN bus, which we are definitely gonna need. Oh boy. This is an emergency. Oh my god, so many emergencies. Where the hell did this thing came from? And of course the centerpiece, which is gonna be the warehouse over here, still not fully automated, but we actually needed to build this in here first. We probably are gonna need to build something like this somewhere over here, hopefully a little bit smaller, if at all possible, a little bit more compact, because we are also gonna have over here the sand production thingy, turning chlorine into the sand using the dash vine thingy. So yeah, we're gonna need some space over here without automation interference, but if we are to automate this thing properly, we are gonna need, you know, an encoder over here as well. But you know, we have 2 additional inputs into the CAN bus line, which is pretty cool, so can't complain too much about that. Made a mess. Oh my god, Marie. Yeah. I don't know how, but the dupe dropped the suit. And another suit was not requested. My god, I hate these dupes sometimes. I do hate these dupes sometimes, but oh well. Marie, clean that up. You are gonna fill this with polluted oxygen, which is awesome. You know, everybody loves polluted oxygen. I swear to God, I don't understand how these dupes sometimes get into trouble like this. Now it's gonna take forever for this thing to recharge. You know what, Marie, you're gonna have to hold your breath. I just don't want you to have popped eardrums, otherwise you would have gone without a suit. Just go. No, Marie, you don't get it, do you? But well, my friends, in any case, we need to do a few extra things when it comes to our petroleum line, because you see, unfortunately, we have run out of water on the other side, which is less than ideal. Without water, there is no petroleum, is there? So we'll have to... These guys are idling just with nothing to do, but I'll give them something to do pretty soon, because we have just uncovered this thing over here. So yeah, you guys don't worry, you relax for now, okay? While we are taking care of so many things that the dupes decide to do. But in any case, we need to start sending them some water. I think it's through here. We're gonna have to do something along the lines of here in the water rail. We'll have to send a pipe from there all the way over here with some automation. How are we gonna automate this? We have to send a signal through space in order to automate this, which means making the CAN bus line on this side with the, receivers and senders and or whatever these things are called. I don't even know where they are. Yeah, we don't have it unlocked just yet, but yeah, we need these things on the other side and on our base as well, so that we can send a signal from this planet telling, hey, I have enough water, so please stop sending me water, or hey, I need water, so please send me a little bit of water. Interesting things that we have to do in the next episode, but before we go, I kinda want to leave something so that future me remembers that it is time to make big bad rockets. Joshua, why are you outside now? Oh my god, these dupes are driving me insane. I swear to God. These dupes... Oh my god, dupes. Where is Joshua? I don't even know where he is. Get out of here. Go make a pee. Not inside my base, of course. Well, this thing is actually full, so we might see this go into action. Let's say green signal at 50. I don't think this one matters too much, right? I don't think that it does. We want the red signal. Okay, it does. We want the red signal, so let's say 60%. Yeah, but then it's gonna send another green signal whenever it reaches 0%. Which is less than ideal, because we don't want it to reactivate this thing all over again. Well, I don't know. Future me will have to figure it out, because I already I already exercised my brain plenty in this episode, so... So yeah, my friends, I'm pretty happy with today's progress. Getting this done was pretty cool, getting this done is also pretty cool, and getting the spring oh my god, why there is so many berry sludge thingies over here? Like, oh my lord, these dupes. But yeah, getting a cleaning effort going, or at least started, is actually pretty nice, my friends. There is so much garbage in this map, it's not even funny. We actually already cleaned a good amount of debris, even from our own base. We have cleaned out a big chunk of debris. We actually don't even have that much remaining. So, yeah, the cleaning efforts will have to take... it will be a multi-episode effort, you see. But, yeah, now, the fact that we already have the technology to make big, bad rockets, we have the fuel to make big, bad rockets, and we have the automation to make big, bad rockets. That means that the playthrough can only follow in one path, and that path is straight into space. I am tired of using these... Sudacan rockets. I need something big and bad to go into deep spaces of space. I don't know, that doesn't sound correct. But in any case, my brain is not correct at this moment, so why am I even wondering? Why do I sound so crazy? But in any case, my friends, and this episode marks the end of this episode. This cycle marks the end of this episode. And yeah, next episode we'll focus a little bit more on space. We are going to continue making our automation grow. We update pretty much all the systems every episode with just a little bit, because all the systems are growing at the same time. That's why none of them is actually complete, because there is nothing complete right now, but we are walking towards that. But hey, with all of that said, my friends, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye.